Every blessing ignored becomes a curse. I don't live in either my past or my future. I'm interested only in the present. If you can concentrate always on the present, you'll be a happy man. Life will be a party for you, a grand festival, because life is the moment we're living now. And, when you can't go back, you have to worry only about the best way of moving forward. When we love, we always strive to become better than we are. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Even when it betrays me. Betrayal is the unexpected strike. If you know your heart well, it won't surprise you. You will understand its dreams, its desires, and you will know how to anticipate them. Because true love never keeps a man from pursuing his destiny. When our treasures are too close to us, we never notice them. Do you know why? Because people do not believe in treasures. Intuition is really a sudden immersion of the soul into the universal current of life. Remember that wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure. Intense, unexpected suffering passes more quickly than suffering that is apparently bearable. The latter goes on for years and, without our noticing, eats away at our souls, until one day, we are no longer able to free ourselves from the bitterness, and it stays with us for the rest of our lives. Everything that happens once can never happen again, but everything that happens twice will surely happen a third time. Before a dream is realized, the soul of the world tests everything that was learned along the way. It does this not because it is evil, but so that we can, in addition to realizing our dreams, master the lessons we've learned as we've moved toward that dream. That's the point at which most people give up. It's the point at which, as we say in the language of the desert, one dies of thirst just when the palm trees have appeared on the horizon. Most people see the world as a threatening place, and, because they do, the world turns out, indeed, to be a threatening place. "Maktub," she said, "if I am really part of your dream, you'll come back one day." No matter what he does, every person on earth plays a central role in the history of the world. And normally he doesn't know it. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better, too. Making a decision was only the beginning of things. When someone makes a decision, he is really diving into a strong current that will carry him to places he had never dreamed of when he first made the decision. Then why should I listen to my heart? Because you will never be able to silence it, even if you pretend not to hear it. It will always be here in your chest, repeating its thoughts about life and the universe. This is what we call love. When you are loved, you can do anything in creation. When you are loved, there's no need at all to understand what's happening, because everything happens within you. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. The simple things are also the most extraordinary things, and only the wise can see them. When you possess great treasures within you and try to tell others of them, seldom are you believed. It is said that all people who are happy have God within them. God only rarely reveals the future. When he does so, it is for one reason: it's a future that was written so as to be altered. People are afraid to pursue their most important dreams because they feel that they don't deserve them or that they'll be unable to achieve them. There is only one way to learn. It's through action. Everything you need to know you have learned through your journey. Everyone seems to have a clear idea of how other people should lead their lives, but none about his or her own. Your eyes show the strength of your soul. If someone isn't what others want them to be, the others become angry. Everyone seems to have a clear idea of how other people should lead their lives, but none about his or her own. One is loved because one is loved. No reason is needed for loving. There is always someone in the world waiting for someone else, whether it's in the middle of the desert or in the depths of great cities. Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself, and that no heart has ever suffered when it goes in search of its dreams, because every second of the search is a second's encounter with God and with eternity. The wise men understood that this natural world is only an image and a copy of paradise. The existence of this world is simply a guarantee that there exists a world that is perfect. God created the world so that, through its visible objects, men could understand his spiritual teachings and the marvels of his wisdom. But if you believe yourself worthy of the thing you fought so hard to get, then you become an instrument of God, you help the soul of the world, and you understand why you are here. To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. Don't think about what you've left behind. The alchemist said to the boy as they began to ride across the sands of the desert. If what one finds is made of pure matter, it will never spoil, and one can always come back. If what you had found was only a moment of light, like the explosion of a star, you would find nothing on your return. People are capable, at any time in their lives, of doing what they dream of. When a person really desires something, all the universe conspires to help that person to realize his dream. I learned that the world has a soul, and that whoever understands that soul can also understand the language of things. Dreams are the language of God. When he speaks in our language, I can interpret what he has said. But if he speaks in the language of the soul, it is only you who can understand. Remember that wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure. You've got to find the treasure so that everything you have learned along the way can make sense. God has a prepared path for us to follow. We just have to read the omens he has left for us. It's not what enters men's mouths that is evil. It's what comes out of their mouths that is. It's one thing to feel that you are on the right path, but it's another to think that yours is the only path. If you start by promising what you don't even have yet, you'll lose your desire to work towards getting it. The boy and his heart had become friends, and neither was capable now of betraying the other. Don't give in to your fears. If you do, you won't be able to talk to your heart. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. When each day is the same as the next, it's because people fail to recognize the good things that happen in their lives every day that the sun rises. The secret of life, though, is to fall 7 times and to get up 8 times. You will never be able to escape from your heart. So it's better to listen to what it has to say. That way, you'll never have to fear an unanticipated blow. The ship is safe in the harbor, but that's not what ships are made for.